What I'm doing is building his confidence, because confidence breeds success and success breeds confidence.
Curious about the lavish life of a boxing legend? Mike Tyson's lifestyle is nothing short of extraordinary. From his staggering net worth of $10 million to his fleet of luxury cars, including his most loved cars from Rolls-Royce. Mike Tyson, also known as Iron Mike, is a famous retired American boxer. He's a renowned figure in the boxing world who has since retired. When it comes to his financial status as of 2024, it's believed that Mike Tyson has a net worth of approximately $10 million. This sum represents the total value of his assets, which could encompass real estate, investments, and liquid assets like cash. Indeed, there was a time when Mike Tyson's financial status was on a whole different level. At the height of his boxing career, Tyson's net worth improved to an amazing $300 million. Some even speculate that at one point his wealth could have reached as high as $685 million. This massive fortune was amassed through his earnings from his boxing bouts, endorsement deals, and various other business ventures. Tyson's earnings from his boxing career were quite substantial. Take, for instance, the bout with Lennox Lewis in 2002. Despite losing, Tyson pocketed a cool $35 million. It's believed that Tyson raked in an unbelievable $375 million just from his fight purses. When you factor in his numerous endorsements along with his fight earnings, it's estimated that Tyson's total earnings during his time in the ring round up to about $430 million. Despite the massive wealth Tyson accumulated, he ran into financial difficulties due to a series of unfortunate decisions and legal troubles. He spent a lot of money on fancy houses, expensive cars, beautiful jewelry, and even gave nice gifts to people he didn't know. One of his most notable treats was a collection of Bengal tigers, which costed a hefty $70,000. These majestic creatures were kept in a specially designed habitat in his backyard. Tyson even employed a full-time animal trainer, which set him back $125,000 annually. Not to mention, he was also known for lavishly spending on his entourage. Tyson's financial journey took a drastic turn. Despite his enormous earnings, he ended up losing most of his fortune and had to file for bankruptcy in 2003. At that time, he was reportedly in debt to the tune of $23 million. Even several years later, in 2010, it appeared that Tyson was still struggling with severe financial difficulties. Tyson's story didn't end there. He managed to bounce back financially through a variety of means. This included earning high appearance fees, landing roles in movies, participating in exhibition matches, and making savvy investments in the cannabis industry. A notable example of his comeback was when Tyson, at the ripe age of 54, stepped out of retirement to square off against Roy Jones Jr. in November 2020. For this single fight, Tyson got a sum of $10 million. Did you know Mike Tyson, the boxing legend, is also known for his car collection? Over the years, Tyson has owned a wide range of cars, from luxury vehicles to exotic sports cars. Some of the most notable cars from Mike Tyson's collection are: in the early 1980s, after reeling off 19 wins, Tyson decided to reward himself with a new car, and the car he settled for was the ultra-stylish Cadillac Eldorado. The car was worth a cool $30,000 in 1985, a huge amount of money for a car at that time. The Cadillac Eldorado was the ultimate symbol of wealth at the time, and it was aimed at wealthy buyers interested in a grand touring vehicle. When Mike Tyson became the youngest WBA heavyweight champion in 1986, all he wanted was a Rolls-Royce. His manager convinced him to wait until he was 21, and on his birthday he bought his first Royce, a Silver Spur, for about $179,000. The Rolls-Royce Silver Spur was an extended wheelbase version of the Rolls-Royce Silver Spirit, providing extra legroom and space for rear passengers. Inside, you would find a fancy and handmade interior with soft leather seats, nice wooden finishes, and top-notch materials. By the late 1980s, Mike was raking in lots of money, and his affinity for high-end cars was growing on him fast. One Rolls-Royce wasn't enough, and after destroying Tony Tucker and becoming the IBF champion, he celebrated by blowing $245,000 on a Rolls-Royce Corniche. A year later, he received two Rolls-Royce cars, including another Corniche as a gift from his manager, Don King, making it 4 Rolls-Royce cars in his garage by the time he turned 22. The Mercedes-Benz SL Class 560 SL is the next one. In 2 years, Tyson added 2 top-of-the-line Mercedes cars to his collection. The SL Class 560 SL is a classic luxury sports car known for its performance and comfort. Tyson's collection also includes a Ferrari 456 GT Spider, an exotic sports car known for its speed and style. Another notable car in Tyson's collection is the Lamborghini Diablo VT Roadster, a high-performance sports car known for its speed and unique design. Tyson has also owned a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a luxury car known for its good driving and comfort. Tyson's collection also includes a Ferrari 458 Italia, a high-performance sports car known for its speed and handling. Then comes the Lamborghini Aventador, Cadillac Escalade, Rolls-Royce Ghost, and Mercedes-Benz G63. Mike Tyson's car collection is as impressive as his boxing career. His love for high-end cars is evident in his collection, which includes some of the most luxurious and high-performing cars in the world. Did you know that Mike Tyson is famous not just for his ring skills, but also for his collection of luxurious mansions over the years? Some of them are. Since 2016, Mike's been living it up in an expensive $2.5 million mansion in Henderson, Nevada. It's part of this fancy neighborhood called Seven Hills. The house is 2 stories and super roomy for his family of 4, with 6 bedrooms. It's got 6.5 bathrooms, a living area with a really high ceiling, and a big kitchen. Outside, there's a beautiful pool surrounded by lush greenery. There's also a barbecue spot and a fountain in the backyard. And you know what's really unique? Mike keeps his collection of pigeons and his memorabilia right there in his home. Let's talk about Mike Tyson's Ohio mansion. Back in the 1980s, Mike bought this massive 13,500 square foot mansion in Southington, Ohio. The place was packed out with 5 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, and even 3 cages for his Bengal tigers. It also had a supersized swimming pool, but in 1999, after his 1992 rape conviction and 1999 assault charges, Mike had to sell the property because of financial troubles. Fast forward to 2014, the people at Living Word Sanctuary got the property as a charitable donation. They decided to give it a new lease on life and spent 4 years remodeling it into a church. Mike used to own this lavish mansion in Connecticut, but he sold it in the early 2000s. When talking about Mike Tyson's time in Maryland. So in the mid-1990s, Mike bought this big 7-bedroom mansion there. However, after he and his ex-wife, Dr. Monica Turner, got divorced in 2003, she ended up with a house. And the fun fact is that Mike had a tiger named Kenya while he was living there. Believe it or not, Kenya once wandered off and ended up on a neighbor's property. So, a few years after leaving his Maryland home, Mike moved into his first mansion in Seven Hills, Las Vegas. He lived there for about 8 years, after which he bought the house where he lives now. So, what do you know about his life? Mike Tyson was born on June 3rd, 1966 in Brooklyn, New York. What really stands out about him are his super powerful punches and his aggressive style in the ring. Plus, he shot to fame when he was really young, but his life and career haven't been all smooth sailing. He's had his share of ups and downs, both in and out of the boxing ring. So, back in 1978, Mike was sent to a reform school in upstate New York. That's where he met Bobby Stewart, a social worker who was really into boxing. Bobby saw something special in Mike and introduced him to Cus D'Amato, a famous boxing trainer. Cus ended up becoming Mike's legal guardian. Under Cus's mentorship, Mike developed this unique boxing style called the peekaboo style. He would keep his hands near his cheeks and bob around the ring, making it super hard for anyone to land a punch on him. When talking about Mike Tyson's incredible boxing achievements, when he was just 20 years old, Mike made history by becoming the youngest heavyweight champion ever. That's a record that no one has broken even today. He did this on November 22, 1986, when he knocked out Trevor Berbick in the 2nd round and won the World Boxing Council title. But he didn't stop there. In March 1987, he defeated James Smith and got the World Boxing Association belt. Then in August 1987, he beat Tony Tucker and was recognized as the champion by all 3 major sanctioning organizations, the WBC, WBA, and the International Boxing Federation. Mike Tyson's huge amount of money, fancy cars, and big houses are really impressive. Looking into his life has been an exciting adventure. Which one is your favorite thing about this boxing legend? Comment your thoughts on this, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.